Libra, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your bonus tarot reading for your luckiest day of the month, my darling, which just happens to be April 12th, 2025. We have that full moon in your sign on the 13th. So the energy of this full moon will be with you, and particularly for quite some time. I love this day for you. This is a day where everyone is going to love you. You will feel like a star today. The balance will in your life will really start to pay off. There could be some financial issues where you'll be like sealing the deal, signing contracts. For some of you, could be new financial endeavors. In respect to your romantic life, whether you're currently partnered or not, you definitely could have a spark of romance on this day. A lot of flirty texts, flirty communications, maybe even like a romantic date for those of you meeting someone new. On the whole, the Libra collective will be in the vibe of like having a glow up, or on the precipice of even having a glow up. So some of you could be like changing your hair, eating better, implementing new dietary regimens and stuff like that. And again, the energy of this is not just for that day. This day is more like a catalyst day for you. And that kind of feel good, taking care of myself vibe will be with you for quite some time. So I love this for you. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you. And therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is intended for someone else of your sign. 3 quick things to keep in mind. I am a Gemini sun. My ruling planet of Mercury has gone direct. However, it is post shadow, and so I may misspeak, but I may misspeak during this reading. So I may say Knight of Wands when I mean King of Wands too. I'm still getting over an illness, so if my breathing seems a bit labored, or if I'm breathing too heavy or anything like that, I apologize in advance. And 3, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. With all that said, let's begin. Okay, Libra. For the Shaman Oracle deck, you have Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences, card number 20. I told you this whole glow up energy, spark of romance, sealing the deal, definitely feeling the Feast of Plenty energy here for you. Your first Moonology card, Full Moon, Forgiveness. Okay, we'll see where this message goes. And then your other Moonology card here. Sorry, I actually have one stuck to the other, so I guess they both want to come out. I will take both for you. You have Reflect on Your Priorities, last quarter moon in Aquarius, and then you have the new moon in Virgo, Trust All Will Be Well. So there could be something here where you have lots of choices lots of choices to make, lots of decisions to make. There's something here about you reflecting on your priorities when it comes to making these choices, because whatever you're doing here, it appears that there will be consequences. There might be some things that you can't tend to immediately, and therefore you need to just like trust all will be well, or all will play out in divine timing the way that it should. Tell me a little bit more about this. Feast of Plenty, Forgiveness, Reflect on Your Priorities, and Trust All Will Be Well for my sister sign of Libra. I think someone in the comments once got upset that I had said sister sign. So sister or brother sign of Libra. Okay. Tell me more about this. Bottom of the deck, my friends, we have the 8 of Wands. So things will begin to speed up for you. Again, lots of communication, lots of choices, lots of options, lots of decisions that you'll need to make here in April. Tell me more about this for Libra. Choices and their consequences, forgiveness, reflect on your priorities, and trust all will be well. One more shuffle now. Thank you. First card out, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Forgiveness, clarified by the Emperor. Reflect on your priorities and trust all will be well, the Tower. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles, clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. The Emperor, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. And the Tower is being clarified by the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Cups. I love that. There's your glow up energy. Page of Pentacles, some of you could be investing. Like I said, in taking care of yourselves, new diet regimens, new hairdo, changing your wardrobe, maybe even like investing in gym membership. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I love this for you. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and Temperance. This definitely is giving me the energy here of you maybe needing to forgive a soulmate, soul bond connection in your life. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Those are 8 cups. So maybe this could be like someone that either you emotionally withdrew from, or they emotionally withdrew from you. Whether you're going to keep the connection, nurture it, rehabilitate it, or move on from it. There's just something here where maybe the Emperor And I definitely feel like this is your energy. Maybe needs to work on forgiving that person. For some of you, very well could be forgiving yourselves for how that connection ended up or the direction that it's currently moving in. Let's begin to clarify this for you. Choices and their consequences. Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you have a lot of plates spinning in the air, a lot of irons in the fire. I just feel like you're working on a lot of things. Again, with that Feast of Plenty card and a lot of choices, but you need to be very discerning, Six of Pentacles, in what you are investing in or how much of yourself you're investing in something, because everything you're investing in has a consequence. How you invest in it, are you investing in it, for how long will you invest in it? So there's definitely something here about weighing the pros and cons of various choices in your life, or maybe like decisions that you have to make, and deciding which ones you will invest in and which ones you won't invest in. Tell me more about this for Libra. I kind of feel like everything is coming at you at once. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Some of you could feel very overwhelmed by this also. I typically don't get that energy in the Four of Cups, but that's the feeling I'm getting here. It's almost like, well, what now? First card that came out, we're going to keep, did land face up here in my lap. It is the Justice card. That is your major arcana card. Let's keep going with this. We have the Chariot. I told you things are coming in fast. And the Hermit. Look at that. Three major arcana cards. Bottom of deck, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, King of Swords, and that is your energy there, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So this is what I like here. You have a lot of choices, a lot of options coming in fast, lots of things you need to work on. Again, like I said, lots of irons in the fire. So you could have a lot of things happening professionally, while simultaneously lots of things happening with your platonic connections, friends, family members, and then, of course, throw romance in the mix, whether you are partnered or single. There's just a lot happening. It's all coming in very fast. And I think for you, you're trying to keep your head on. You're trying to stay very focused. I think this is a time period for you where you're on high demand. And it's almost like you're a rising star here. So everyone wants a little piece of you. And so in that respect, you need to be very discerning, again, in what you're investing in and how much of yourself you're willing to invest, because you don't want to deplete yourself, right? If you give everything in your life, 100% of yourself, you are at a negative when it comes to what you have left for yourself. So there is something here about going within, doing some soul searching, some introspection about how you will invest your pentacle energy moving forward. So that Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the King of Swords energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, I think you're going to cut right through the confusion, the illusions, the options, the choices. I feel like you'll be very clear in what you want to invest in or who you want to invest in. So I like this for you a lot. We have the Emperor to the Three of Pentacles. This is the full moon card in this deck. And like I said, we do have that full moon in your sign on the 13th. So there is something here about you investing some pentacle energy, time, love, money, etc., into forgiving yourself and someone else. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Wands, someone that you've had some kind of conflict with or disagreement. Tell me more about this. The Three of Pentacles. What does Libra need to work on here when it comes to forgiveness? One more shuffle. Thank you. Card that came out was the Knight of Wands. We have the Sun. And we have the Fool. Wow, I really like this for you. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. So the feeling I get here is whether you're moving forward with whoever this person is, and it'll be different for all of you, and maybe for some of you, it's several people. Could be several people at work. We saw that Five of Wands. Maybe you've been in conflict with several people. For others of you, very well could be within the construct of a family. Again, Five of Wands being more like a group setting, or like within a family group, or even a friend group or community group that you volunteer in. For others of you, could be love related. But again, I just kind of feel like whatever direction you're going in, whether it is with this person or with this group of people or not, the overall feeling here is that in order for you to have this new beginning, with or without them, there's something here within yourself that you need to heal and you need to forgive. So, I mean, do you need to forgive people? Absolutely. And I always say forgiveness is for you, not for them. So if you do have a connection or connections in your life where you want to move away from them, there's still a need here to forgive, kind of let bygones be bygones, take the lessons with you, but let go of the bitterness. And so in that respect, it's releasing that person with grace and love. For others of you where you are mending a connection, yeah, when you forgive someone, that means we are moving forward towards healing, having this new beginning in our connection. But that also means I can't throw in your face something you did 6 days ago, 6 months ago, or 6 years ago, right? Because if I'm forgiving you for it, then I'm genuinely forgiving you for it. So there's also a message here. And there's definitely a message here that whether you're moving forward with someone or not, you need to forgive yourself, maybe for the role you played, And there's also something here about maybe you recognizing that you were inconsistent in a particular connection. So maybe looking back again, whether you're keeping it or letting it go, the feeling here is owning part of that because of some inconsistency. And look, maybe it's because you had so many things on your plate for quite some time and you just weren't able to give a lot to that. So you could be reflecting on a connection, like I said, whether it's coming with you or not into whatever this new beginning is for you. There could be something here of you recognizing a downfall of yours, could have been inconsistency, or maybe that's the role you played in that connection. Either falling apart or having some, maybe several Five of Wands moments. There definitely is a feeling here of self-ownership in that respect. You would need to forgive yourself. Yeah, making the judgment call here to forgive yourself. And then we have the Tower to the Page of Swords. So typically in this spread, I only clarify one card in each row that kind of calls to me. But for this, I'm going to clarify both. So I'm going to reserve judgment on the Page of Swords because I kind of feel like it can go one of two ways. So let's clarify that Tower first. Reflect on your priorities and trust all will be well. And then you have the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower here. I like where you're headed. So I kind of feel like for good or for bad, because the in this deck, in this spread that I do, these bottom cards here are future projected. So now we're looking at May. So again, I feel like for good or for bad, a month from now, you'll be feeling really good. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. So this Tower has been a long time coming. It's been in the works for a while. Tell me more about the Tower here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have Temperance, which is Archangel Michael. You have the Ten of Swords, and you have the Three of Swords. So bottom of the deck, you have Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, and King of Wands. And then Seven of Swords right behind that. So, again, I have a couple of different messages here for you. I want to clarify that Page of Swords. Just tell me more about the Page of Swords here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords, Hierophant shows itself again. So this is the message I was feeling. The Three of Wands and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil to the Knight of Swords, to the King of Swords. There you are again, to the Moon. So a couple of different messages. Bear with me while I get through all of them. Message number one, Libra. If you are in a marriage, if you are married, there's one or two things happening here with your marriage. You either have been in the process of a divorce for quite some time. We now have Justice on the table. We have the Tower. We have the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords. So there could be something here where you've been in the process of a divorce for quite some time. And the divorce is finalizing in the last couple of weeks of April. In that respect, by the time you get to May, we have you being single energy here in the Nine of Cups, nourishing yourself, taking care of yourself, and beginning this new cycle of your life independently. Whether you have kids, whether you don't, whether you have a new partner in your life or not, there's just something here about you becoming autonomous of this connection after it's ending and trying to restore or recalibrate yourself in some way or restore balance to your life in some way after the marriage ending. Second message that I have, I could have a Libra here who is married and there's something here occurring on or around the 12th. Now, it could be something literally happening, which will inevitably trigger the end of your marriage. So a decision, right? We have choices and consequences. So it could be something that you or your person is actually doing on that day, which will cascade into the ending of the marriage. For others of you, you are making a choice on or around April 12th for something that will transpire within the next 2 weeks. But whatever that is that's transpiring actually leads to the end of the marriage. So I don't know what it is, you or your person making a decision to do something, and that choice has a consequence. And the consequence of it is that the marriage will be coming to an end because of that choice that you have made. Moving forward, almost want to say like moving forward without this marriage. For others of you, you have had a connection come to an end. And for some of you, it's platonic. For others of you, it could be romantic. So the overall feeling I get here is if you had a connection come to an end, even if it's a divorce, whatever it is, it's long and done with. And now you're at a point at this, April 12th mark where you're trying to readjust and rebalance. You're healing yourself. And in that respect, I feel like you very well could be meeting a new person on or around the 12th. Again, if you feel like you're healed and you're ready and you're vulnerable and you're putting yourself out there, then in that respect, I feel like after this ending, and you have been healing from it, because Temperance would be a card of patience and healing and time. In terms of time, that's a long time that it would take you to heal from that ending. Then yes, you very well could have a new individual. Some of you are meeting them at work in the Hierophant energy. In a career and finance reading for me, the Hierophant, it typically represents the institution or company that you work for. So in that respect, you could be invited to an event or something like that around April 12th, or maybe it's actually happening on April 12th, and you could be meeting this water sign, whoever this individual is. For others of you, yeah, you're making a choice. Either you or your partner are making a choice around the 12th that could very well lead to the end of the connection. And I want to say whether you're married or not, someone is putting a plan or something in motion that will lead to an ending here of a connection. And maybe that's where the forgiveness comes into play. Maybe for some of you, you will need to forgive yourself for taking this action or for not seeing what your person was doing. Because with that Devil card, there could be something here where you were ignoring a red flag. Where are you headed in May? I like this. The Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, if this connection is coming to an end, you are healing. By the time you get to May, you're autonomous of it. Again, whether it was long-term connection, whether it was a marriage. For some of you, something you do on the 12th will trigger this ending in the future. So by middle of May, it could be something like you and your person are already separating, or you're looking for a new place to live. For others of you, I'm going to go back to that original message that regardless of what is transpiring here in this last column, come the middle of May, you are spending money on yourself. There's no doubt about that. So again, updating a wardrobe, finding a new place to live, taking better care of yourself. There's definitely something here of spending pentacle energy on yourself in this new chapter for yourself. Tell me more about this for Libra. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Your new chapter, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the Lover's card. This is going to be such a... I feel like this will resonate for every Libra watching, right? You have a lot of things coming at you, and you have to be very discerning on how you utilize your pentacle energy and what and who you're investing in, because you're just spinning a lot of plates and you have a lot of responsibilities. And then there is also something here about forgiving yourself and someone else, whether they're moving into this new chapter of your life with you or not. I feel like this third column is just super specific, where, again, you either have a marriage ending, and it's been in the works for quite some time, like you've been in the process of divorce, and it's wrapping up. And maybe that marriage, and if it's not a marriage, it could just be a long-term connection. But it's wrapping up and coming to an end because of some deception here. Yeah, in that respect, if you're currently going through a divorce, I feel like it's finalized in the last 2 weeks of April. For others of you, you or your person, whether you're married or not, you're making a decision. You're making a decision to plan something or to do something. And by the end of the month, I feel like this connection is coming to an end, because that's the consequence of the choice that was made. Again, this is going to be super specific. But that 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords to the Lovers tells me someone is making the active choice in May. Someone is making the active choice in April to do something that's not really on the up and up. That does lead them on a new path with that 10 of Pentacles energy. But unfortunately, it comes at the cost of losing this connection. Tell me more about this for Libra. I'm super specific now. One more shuffle. Sorry, I get a little nosy sometimes. We have the 4 of Swords, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, super specific. 2 of Swords, the Moon, your energy, 9 of Wands. So that's going to be super specific. Only take it if it resonates for you. If you're currently going through separation, it's finalizing the last 2 weeks of April. And by May, you are really taking care of yourself. This connection has ended. You or your person did something. Could be an infidelity. Could be some type of a lie by omission or something like that, maybe having to do with money. But if you're currently in the process of closing that connection, it looks like in the next 2 weeks, it's done and over with. For others of you, something here is you're making a decision. You or your person are making a decision around April 12th to do something in the last 2 weeks of April. And I feel like, karma doesn't forget an address is what I just heard. So there's something here about whatever decision is being made kind of comes back in May and ends the connection. But regardless of which timeline you're on here, you're independent, you're autonomous of this connection come May, and you are moving forward. You're healing from it and definitely investing money in like this new beginning. So again, getting a new place to live, relocating. I almost want to say even like buying furniture. I kind of feel like there's someone watching where you're going to be starting off from scratch. post this connection ending. For others of you where this column here did not resonate with you whatsoever, and that's okay, it's a collective general reading, then I'm going to interpret this that by May, things will settle down. So maybe now you have a lot of irons in the fire and you're just very overwhelmed with everything you have to do. I feel like this message then is to tell you, like, just trust that all will be well, right? That new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. Just keep reflecting on your priorities, invest in what you need to invest in. And then by May, things will settle out, things will be healing. And there is something here then, like, you will have more free time or maybe even more free money to take care of yourself. And when it comes to forgiveness here, I feel like if you're able to do that, forgive yourself, forgive the past person or the current person, whether or not they're moving into the future with you, there is something here that by the middle of May, you are healing your heart. We go from 3 of Swords to 4 of Swords. So even if something has transpired here recently or is about to, again, I still feel you healing from it, and definitely healing your finances as well as we roll into May, especially by the middle of May. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Your message right now for your luckiest day of the month is to be very mindful of the choices that you make, because they will have consequences. Forgive yourself and others, of course, when you can. And in that respect, you're doing it for yourself, not for them. And regardless of how this third column plays out, just I kind of want to say, keep in mind that trust, all will be well. That is what I have for you, my friend, for the luckiest day in April 12th, 2025. If you like these messages, if any of them resonated with you, or you just want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.